Flight boss, bitch, for sure. We finna get into the little metaphysics and the astrology behind all these motherfucking mass murders, mass shootings that's going on right now, man. Like the shit that just happened in California, or wherever it happened at. You know what I'm saying? My condolences go out to all them people who was hurt in that situation and the families of them people. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to just make this a video trying to use myself as a mockery of what just happened, but it's a lot of people who don't even give a fuck about this kind of shit. But I feel the need that I can at least express some of the energies that's going on right now and that it caused a certain situation to happen like this. Let's break it down. Right now, it's a lot of nervousness going on because we got Jupiter and Virgo, first off the bat. And what is Jupiter? Jupiter expansion. And it expands on anything known to what's either the sign is in. So Virgo is the sign of, the nervous system, this is the perfectionist, but kind of inconsistent in its ways naturally, which allows it to look at perfection in a certain type of way. So you really can never know how perfect you are to a Virgo, because you may not never be fully right to a Virgo, So, that's just little things right there. But at the same time, it's like when you got Jupiter here, it expands that. So a lot of people, like as of today, is nervous, period. Going through some type of situation or whatever, in general. Okay, now when you have that, you have it at a quincunx to Uranus. Now, see, Uranus doesn't understand Jupiter right now. Because Uranus is in Aries. So, It doesn't understand Jupiter. It's like it's trying to change things, and it's changing things drastically. And by being an Aries, it's like radical change. Radical change is what is Aries. Aries is the pioneer. Aries is the take actions first, think later. The kind of spontaneous fire that the spark, to spark new ideas and the spark trailblaze, and to do what's needed to be done to figure out the self, because it rules the first house. So Aries is here to find itself. With Uranus here, Uranus is trying to find its change. So it's changing a lot of different things that's going on. And a lot of thought processes and radical changes. Changes that's not thought out. If Uranus was in the earth sign, then you'll see more practical changes happen in the world. If it was in a water sign, you'll see more emotional changes within the world, or how people look at things. If it was in an air sign, you'll see more careless changes and more thought process changes. But it's in a fire sign, and in a fire sign, it's more radical, take action based change. So it could go to measures of things like this. So, and then it got to quit. So people won't be able to understand it. A lot of it's right now. It's in a quincunx to Jupiter. So whatever happening right now is going to be things that the changes that's happening right now is going to be changes that people can't explain. People ain't going to have wisdom on. People ain't going to have knowledge on. It's just going to be drastic changes. And Jupiter don't understand that right now because it's in Virgo. So it's like, hey, I'm trying to expand on practicality and trying to build on something but in the right way. But but Uranus in here doing radical changes. So now it's going to force people to have to think about it, and everybody's going to get nervous because Jupiter is in Virgo. Now, see, when we dealing with things like talking about the astrology behind things and events, when events happen, you need to go towards the outer planets. When certain things happen close to home, that's when you go more to the inner planets. But when situations like this happen, you need to look towards the outer planets and see how the outer planets is relating to the inner planets. So that's kind of how the generational energy is relating to and how it's going to flow through the everyday person. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of how it is with the planets. So you got Chiron in Pisces, which is squaring Jupiter. You know what I'm saying? And it's squaring Jupiter, so it's like it's trying to heal people, but it's forcing you. It's almost like the swine flu. It's almost like, here's a good analogy. It's like when you get the chicken pox and you go to the doctors and they give you that shot and force you to get chicken pox so you can become immune to it, so you don't get it when you get older. Because if you got the chicken pox when you was like 21 and older, you might could die from it, which I don't know if that's true, but I heard that before. But they give you that so you can get it early and be immune from it. So look at Chiron squaring Jupiter like that. It's trying to make people learn, but it's throwing harsh aspects out there, making people to learn fast so they can get immune to it right now. You know what I'm saying? That's why the election is the way it is right now, and everything, politics and everything that's going on right now. And Chiron is like, it's squaring it, so the way it's healing doesn't understand Jupiter also. You know what I'm saying? And then you have Neptune in Pisces also. So it's also squaring Jupiter. So it's squaring Jupiter. And see, what happens here is when it's making an illusion. So people have their own perception of things. So these mass murderers that's going on, 9 times out of 10, they're in an illusion. Either they took a lot of drugs or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Or they really thought they was in a video game or a movie or something like that and didn't take seriousness to the situations that's going on that they did. Same way with the kid that went into the church, killed all them people. You know what I'm saying? Same way this thing just happened on the West Coast. Like, then there was like 300 other mass murder shootings this year. So it's like people are into their own into their own illusion already. You know what I'm saying? And we know that because of Neptune. And Neptune is in Pisces right now. Then it's squaring Jupiter it's squaring Jupiter. Like, so people are deep in their own head, deep in the realm of their own illusion or whatever's going on in their head. So people walk into a movie theater and kill everybody because they really thought it out the way they did, and it just was an illusion in their head. You know what I'm saying? It's like crazy. Like, and then you got Uranus in Aries, which that's radical changes. You know what I'm saying? Shit is crazy, yo. Now, and then you have Mars in Libra, so people are gonna be forced to create balance. So when if everything was balanced already, there would be no need for balance. So while Mars being in Libra, see what happens, Mars don't really like being here either. So what happens here is it forces balance. And wherever Mars at, it takes away. Like whatever house is in, it takes away. So when it's in Libra right now, it takes away balance and force balance now. Now people are forced to create balance right now in some type of sort of way. You know what I'm saying? And then you have Venus here, so people are forced to show their appreciation, forced to show their love. So this is like a time when Mars and Venus here, it's almost like a time where if you took somebody for granted, you're gonna lose them right now, and you're gonna be forced to show your love for them. That's the way that's how it come to you. You know what I'm saying? This whole thing is crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna loosen up a little bit, but just right now it's in a loop. Now, we don't even want to go to the sun because the sun is in a 2-degree orb conjunction with the Antares fixed star. So what happens here is extremes. You know what I'm saying? This is extreme energy, and by it being in the sun, it's took into action. You know what I'm saying? Because sun represents actions. You know what I'm saying? So whatever's going on behind the scenes, which is the outer planets relating to the social planets, the inner planets, you know what I'm saying, is getting put into action in a major way. You know what I'm saying? And then you have the moon in Virgo right now. The moon in Virgo. So it's an absolute square to the sun. So the way people feel about it is at complete odds. See, people gonna feel a certain way, but not gonna know how to understand it, but think they is understanding it because Jupiter's also in Virgo. So that's the only relatable it has, but it's squaring everything else. So you're really lost in your head right now because actions is taking a whole different toll right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy right now, man. What's going on with this with the world right now? You know. And then you have the North Node in Virgo. So it's like people gonna have to look at details, and you're being forced to look at details. And if you're not gonna look at the details, the universe is gonna force you to look at the details and put you in situations right now where details only matter. And it's gonna be so hard to do it because you have all these planets in fire. And fire hates details, and I can tell you that. So, you know, rest in peace to everybody who was hurt, got killed. So this things like this is never cool, you know. And that's the astrology behind the mass murder shootings that's going on right now. I'm the Archangel Uriel. This is the mind of an Antares moon. And I'm here to carry out God's duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And I've been in my feelings for the past couple of days because the sun is conjunct my moon. Flight boss, bitch.